Hi everyone, thanks for visiting my channel. Today I'll be talking about the trades that I have taken. Today is 23 June and I will show you a few trades that I have taken on this day. First one will start with RDGT. First of all, the reason why I took this trade is because I see this ramping up volume. I know my time to trade is 6:45 a.m. but I see this opportunity. I wanted to grab this, so that's why I was thinking of taking this trade. The reason is it's 151% on the day already, and we see good volume pre-market, and it's very far extended from the 9 EMA that I am very aware of. If I have taken this setup, it would be really great, you know, but I missed this. So, and why I miss it? Because by the time I enter my price, the number of share size, the move already gone. So let me play this video here. Now this is very beautiful setup here. I call it candle over candle setup. We have a bullish candle, and the moment this candle breaks the high of previous candle for the next move up, generally I prefer entry the moment this candle breaks its own high, which is at 335, as you can see here. So I'm planning to take this entry at around 380, 338 or 340. We also see it is forming a bull flag kind of on a 10-second chart, but I was hesitating to press the buy because 200 is my full position, and there is no news of the stock, so I was just not sure whether this will work or not. So I took entry around 348 or something, and because of that I missed 8 cents, which is $16 on 200 shares. So let me play this trade and you will see what I mean. The moment I took entry, immediately I was red on the stock. So the only thing I was doing was to book my loss, and the right away when I book my loss, it's just the breaks the high of previous candle for the next move up. And here I am sitting on loss on this stock. So I take second attempt here, thinking that it might go up higher, but again it rejected. And then that this was the candle that formed and it got rejected. And my max loss on the day is $20, so I was at $11. Net with commissions is 14, but the max loss works with realized figure, so it's still 11. So I'm just $9 away from hitting my max loss on the day on 200 shares. I'm again thinking to plan of taking this trade, but this time, if the trade goes wrong, I might hit my max loss and I will lose the opportunity to trade back again today. So that's why I'm going with 100 shares here, and you can see this trade now. So I can't say that this is very good trade. As you can see, it's rejected on this level. I hardly get $3 4. I don't generally go in for only 3 4 cents per share. So in my eyes, it was not a good trade or a good setup. So I again waited for the pullback. As we can see that on 5 minutes, there are still 2 minutes and 41 seconds remaining for this candle to close. And let's see how it goes. I do find that this stock is heavy. Sellers are heavy on this stock. So I'm just waiting for the pullback, and uh, let's see on the next trade. So finally, I just forward this a bit. As you can see here, after this many, it made this double bottom right at 3, which is really good. And then it just bought back up. It got the support of 9 EMA, and then we see a bull flag forming on the 5 minute chart. But I'm still not sure of this trade, so I'm not taking it at this moment. I'm just wanting this trade to break 364 uh, to be very sure of taking this trade, because the MACD turns almost negative and I'm just not very far from my max loss, only $13. So I just don't want to risk further on this trade. But let's see. Okay, so this happened second time that I missed the move again, just because I was trying to fill the price, increase my ask so that I can, once I fill the price and shares, and then I click on buy and then I enter the trade. But sometimes the places where I do want to get enter, I find very difficult for me to type the share size and the price. By the time I do so, generally I either miss the trade, or I will then in FOMO try to get fill higher. And for the first time in this video, I'm going to find the solution to this problem, because this happened not today but in the past as well. Like I can say from 5 to 7 to 8 times where I could have made good amount of money, but just because I did not get in on time, I was not able to. On the flip side, sometimes filling the order helps me from any unnecessary loss as well, but that might happen only 1 or 2 times. But missing the profit happens, I think, 8 to 10 times. So I think it's good idea for me to have some quick way to enter instead of filling the price. Okay, so this trade I got in, I got filled immediately 383, 391. So I almost got $8 9. Now this is really good setup that I like, which is I want this candle to break its own high, which is 392, and then also to break the high, which is whole dollar at 4, and then for the move up higher. So I can plan to take trade now and marking the low of this candle, which is 384, as my stop. The safer entry I find is always once it breaks the whole dollar, and once it retests that level again, that's the good point for entry. In my case, I missed, I think, most of it because I was not fast in filling the order. And one more thing before I play this trade, I find that my level 2 was lagging. You will see the speed of the tape almost gets stopped in between when the move is happening, and that reduces the level of confidence I feel when I take the trade. Later on, I resolved how that issue, but during this trade, I really wanted if it worked just fine. I was a little bit early, and then the move is happening now, and I missed it as well. Finally, I got some slice of the pie here. Or maybe not. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I guess this is forming double top now. It's not good idea to take entry based on the previous candle was a doji and I incur a loss. In a hot market, it can go up, but here with no news, it was a bad idea. And I was just $2 away hitting my max loss on the day. The learning will be not to take trade when the previous candle is a doji. Now this trade is at around 7:13 a.m. in the morning during the pre-market session. This trade does has ascending resistance line. I was trying to scalp this, and let me play this now. It was a risky trade for sure. This is another stock on news. Name is HSCS. It has the only thing that's missing. That's that later on when I incur loss on this stock is because the 200 EMA is just a dollar away. No, the 200 EMA is at 275, $2.75. The learning lesson will be not to take a trade a dollar below or a dollar above the 200 EMA because the sellers will get really heavy to push the stock down if it is within range of 200 EMA. So the good idea I feel from today onwards is to leave the stock alone if it is between $1 or $2 range of 200 EMA. So for example, if 200 EMA is at 5, I won't be taking a trade if the stock price is at 6 or if it is at the stock price is at 4. I was so close to have a loss on this and then finally I bailed out. with small loss of $3-4 on the last 50 shares out of 200. Now finally there is a change I made in my first time in my level 2 montage. Based on the issue that I was facing before, is I have this hot buttons. Having these buttons now, I don't need to fill the price or the share size and then click on the buy and then finally missing the move. Now I'm able to just, with the button, I can enter the position. The risk is I don't want it on using this on a low quality setup out of FOMO. But the positive side is if I take entry on a good time, it will benefit me. Okay, finally I was not able to take any trade on this stock till now, and I was just not very confident on it, as you can see the topping tail. But it's below the VWAP, but it's now um, able to get the support of 9 EMA. The price action is very unusual because sometimes it goes above the VWAP and then it's now going below the VWAP. And again, it's easy to borrow as shortable. And we see high red volume bar here. But we see the support at 9 EMA. And then it's 3. 3 is the whole dollar. So I'm planning to take a trade for the break of 3 if it happens to come back up as it is very soon. And this time I'm thinking of buying 200 shares, and I'm thinking of pressing this hotkey here, which is buy 200 shares. And now I give credit to this hot button for this quick entry, quick timing. And here in FOMO I'm taking the entry. It's a triple top, it's flushing back down. I should have booked my loss right here, and then here when the loss becomes very huge, I'm trying to cut it, and then by the time I do so, it's around $80 or $90. And that was the last trade for the day. So based on my capital size, I'm reducing it back down to 100 shares. I'm also planning to take one trade per day. Currently I'm sitting at $600 as my capital. My goal is to bring it back to $800. Till then I'll be trading with 100 shares, and I'll only be taking one trade per day. And I will see how it goes, and I will also show those trades and explain the reason why I bought it to you as well. So that's all for today. Happy hunting, have happy trading. That's all for now, and then see you in the next video. Thank you.